ladies and gentlemen, whilst Flight 2998 bound for Fort Worth International Airport. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. All aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should now be clear. All electronic devices should now be turned off and stowed, as they may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication systems. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you may use approved electronic devices, but note that some items may not be used at any time during the flight. You'll find a list of approved devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated in an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card located in the seat pocket in front of you. If you are unable or prefer not to perform these functions, please let us know and we'll be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, please make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, lift the top of the buckle. Remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, we ask that you keep the seatbelt fastened while seated in case we experience some unexpected turbulence. Passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 12 exits on 100, 12 doors, 5 on each side of the main deck, and 1 door on each side of the upper deck. 8 of the doors on the main deck have detachable slides that can be used as rafts. The doors on the upper deck and those above the wings have slides that may be used in land evacuation only. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if we experience a loss of power resulting in cabin visibility being reduced, white lights illuminating this aisle will guide you to red lights marking each of the exits. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, keeping in mind that your closest exit may be behind you. If there is a drop in cabin pressure, panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, pull a mask towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, even if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is unlikely during this flight. However, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin, and if you're seated in first or business class, life vests are either between your seats, under your seats, or in the compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container. Open the pouch, slip the vest over your head, and fasten the shoe straps to the front of the vest, and then adjust the vest to fit loosely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate it by pulling down on the red tabs on the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. Most seat cushions can be used for flotation as well. Before we take off, please be sure your seat backs are in the upright and locked position, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are securely stowed. As we come through the cabin for our final safety checks, please let us know if you have any questions. We all ask that you review the safety regulation card located in the seat pocket in front of you.
Quite a quick flight time today, 3 hours and 15 minutes, and by the end of our supersonic cruise we'll be up to about 58,000 feet. Quickly tell you a little bit about the Concorde takeoff. We have a unique system on this aircraft. We use afterburners for takeoff. You'll know the afterburners are switched in because you may find there may smell a slightly sort of kerosene fumey smell. That is quite normal as well, don't be alarmed by that. That gives us an extra 20% of thrust It does create an awful lot of noise though, so that you can do two things off this runway. The first thing we're going to do is that as soon as we're airborne, we're going to make quite a sharp turn to the left to avoid built-up areas. And the second thing we're going to do is switch the afterburners off. So don't be alarmed by that sharp left turn or the quite marked noise reduction soon after takeoff. That is normal Concorde procedure off this runway. And we fly around the edge of Jamaica Bay. And as soon as we're clear of the coast, we'll open the throttles again, right open, and off we climb and accelerate. Next time we use the afterburners, and when we want to go supersonic, we need a bit of extra urge to get us through the sound barrier. And we switch them on in pairs so not to upset your champagne glasses. And quickly go supersonic, passing through Mach 1, the speed of sound at about 30,000 feet. And as long as we're not held down by other traffic, we should be supersonic about 10 minutes after takeoff. When we're doing about 1.5 times the speed of sound, we don't need the afterburners anymore. This airplane can supercruise, it's the only aircraft at the moment that can do that. It maintains supersonic flight without the use of afterburners. All the other supersonic aircraft military have to use afterburners continuously. This airplane doesn't. And that's the secret of Concorde, because we can carry a high payload a long way. And we reach Mach 2 twice the speed of sound at 6,000 feet and maintain that speed. It's still air. Twice the speed of sound equates to about 1,350 miles an hour, which is considerably faster than a rocket.
Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Ladies and gentlemen, our team is about to begin. For further details, please refer to your copy of the in-flight entertainment guide found in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you.
Takeoff position. Before takeoff, checklist flaps. Stabilizer trim. Transponder. Flight attendants. Before takeoff, checklist complete.
Building.
well-being during the flight. Ladies and gentlemen, we value your genuine service and hospitality every time you travel with us. We would like to know how well we achieved this today, and we truly welcome you.
Thank you. Would you like to drink, sir? There's a drink menu placed on the table, sir.
Orange juice.
Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain.
I think the screens in the cabin will show you about 2,000 feet lower than they actually are for some reason. So at 2,000 feet to what the screens cannot tell you. About to switch the afterburners on again. As I said, we're going to switch them on in pairs. You may feel the airplane give two very small lurches as they fly up. Very soon afterwards we will be going supersonic, so keep your eyes on it. Okay, we're about to switch them on now. And we're now supersonic. That's 11 minutes after takeoff.
today, and we are all happy to offer you any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Shortly, we have the pleasure of serving you hot breakfast with your choice of tea and coffee, and prior to landing into Stockholm, we shall be serving you with refreshments. Our in-flight entertainment hospitality also in our seat pocket. You can find a copy of Flight Healthy Flight Fit, and be sure to ensure your health and well-being during the flight. Ladies and gentlemen, we aim to offer you genuine service and hospitality every time you travel with us. We would like to know how well we achieve this today, and we truly welcome you.
keep searching for your trace in the dark, losing myself in the endless memories of the end right from the start. You're an obsession in my head, I can't forget your eyes. Your kisses burn my skin, I feel so empty inside.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
Empty streets, but I keep searching
Ladies
for
and
your
gentlemen,
trace
this shortly
in
coming out, you please to
the
return to your seat now
dark.
and securely fasten your seatbelt. Please ensure the table in front of you has been folded away. Your seat back should be upright with the armrest down. Remember to get all hand baggage stowed securely beneath your seat. Not obstructing the centre aisle or any of the emergency exits. We will also ask now that all electronic equipment be switched off and properly stationed stowed for our landing. Headsets must be removed for our landing and car taxi. Also be mindful that mobile phones must not be switched on until the aircraft is on stand and the engine has been shut down. Thank you.
Norris Tower, good afternoon, speed of Concorde 188 heavy for 1 right.
Speedbird Concorde 188 heavy, Norris Tower, runway 1 right, clear to land, wind 050 at 3.
Clear to land 1 right, speed of 188 heavy, 4 greens.
Okay, gauge checks 4 greens, nose.
It's down a green.
Checks, brakes.
Checked, they're normal.
Landing check is complete. Thank you very much.
All the throttles in, on the glide slope, on the low glide.
Lieutenants, planning position.
Flight director's off. 200 feet. 100 feet. 50, 40, 30, 20, 15.
Stick forward, please.
Sticks forward.
100 knots.
75.
Speed brake off. 247 on 1.
I wish you a safe and pleasant onward journey, and thank you for choosing the British Airways Concorde. Thank you and good evening.
And we'll be on the stand good 15 minutes ahead of schedule, even allowing for that flying around in circles bit. Hope you all had a pleasant flight and enjoyed the Concorde experience. I always do whenever I fly this aeroplane. It's a great machine to operate, and it's a sobering thought to think the next time you might see it or be inside it, it will be in a museum. Anyway, we'll hope to fly you again soon, even if it's on a jump button. Thank you. All the doors to manual and cross check. Many thanks.